Okay, let's just get right into it. We're going to talk about that one conversation you're probably only having inside your own head. You know the one about your money. So, just for a second, I want you to be really honest with yourself. If everything changed tomorrow, could you actually live on the money that is 100% unequivocally in your name? For so many smart, successful women, the real answer is maybe not. And that pit in your stomach you might be feeling, that's exactly why we're here. The first thing that fear whispers is all about lost time, right? You hear that word compounding, and it just feels like a train that left the station years ago. It's this nagging voice that says every day you wait is another day of growth you've just left on the table. And then there's this one. The idea that your actual future, your financial freedom, isn't fully in your own hands. That your big life choices are kind of tethered to someone else's plan, or their income, or their approval. Wow. That is a heavy, heavy weight to carry around. And maybe the most maddening part of all, you work so hard, you earn good money, you see it hit your bank account, and then you see it go right back out paying for life. But it's not building your wealth. It feels like you're just running on a treadmill, working hard but not actually getting anywhere. Okay, if any of that felt a little too real, I need you to hear this loud and clear. This delay is not a personal failure. It is not because you aren't smart enough or good enough. It's the result of 3 specific, invisible forces that have been holding you back. We are going to name them, and then I'm going to give you a super simple 20-minute plan to break free and finally start today. So, what is really going on? Why are so many brilliant women totally sidelined when it comes to investing? Well, it boils down to these 3 things. Think of them like invisible gatekeepers, standing between you and your wealth. Let's meet them, one by one. First up, the good girl mindset. You know this voice. It's the one that was programmed into us from a young age. Don't be risky. Save your pennies. Be a good saver. All of these messages are about caution, not creation. We were basically trained to be careful custodians of money, but nobody ever taught us how to be powerful with it. And that identity, it's completely at odds with what it takes to build real wealth. Now, this next one is a total game changer. It's called the financial freeze. You know that feeling when you open an investing app and your brain just shuts down? That is not you being lazy. That is a literal biological response. Your brain sees all the jargon, all the options, the risk, and it registers it as a threat. So it does what it's designed to do. It freezes. It's your nervous system's fight, flight, or freeze response, but for money. It's not a character flaw, it's just your brain. And that leads us straight to our final force, the perfectionism trap. Oh, this is a big one for smart women. You think you need to read just one more book or wait for the market to be just right. You're searching for the perfect plan in a world that is anything but. And all that waiting, all that research, it's just a fancy form of procrastination that stops you from starting with a good enough plan that could be working for you right now. Let's paint a picture of how this all comes together. Imagine a woman. Maybe she's you. She walks into a meeting. She is sharp. She is respected. She is absolutely on top of her game. She can break down a complex problem, lead a team, negotiate a killer deal. No question, she is one of the smartest people in that room. And then someone mentions their stock portfolio or their retirement fund, and poof, she just vanishes. She goes quiet, she feels herself shrink, and that incredibly competent woman from 2 minutes ago, suddenly she feels like an imposter, a little kid sitting at the grown-ups table. That feeling of shame, right there, that's the 3 forces working together. But you know what? Today, we take their power away. So how do we actually do that? How do we start without triggering that financial freeze? We make it so simple, so concrete that your brain doesn't even have time to panic. This is it, your 20-minute wealthy start. Seriously, 5 minutes to pick a platform and open an account online. Another 5 minutes to securely link your bank and move some money over. It can be a small amount. And then 10 minutes to make your very first investment. That's it. 20 minutes. You can do that. Okay, now for that last part, making the investment. I want you to think of this exactly like one of those choose your own adventure books. There is no right or wrong path here. This isn't a test. It's just you choosing what feels good and right for you right now. It's all about your comfort level. Let's look at the options. So, if you're feeling conservative, your only goal is to get in the game and keep your money safe. It feels like just dipping your toe in the water. A great first choice here is a simple bond fund. Now, if you're feeling a bit more moderate, you want a balance of safety and growth, this feels like riding a bike with the training wheels on. The classic move here is an S&P 500 index fund, which just means you own a tiny slice of the 500 biggest companies. And if you're feeling aggressive, well, you're ready for the front seat of the roller coaster. You want maximum growth. A growth-focused ETF or a basket of fast-growing stocks could be your fit. See, they're all good. You just pick your adventure. If you hear nothing else today, hear this. You do not need to be an expert to do this. You just need to begin. I am officially giving you permission to be a beginner. The goal today is not to become a financial genius. The goal is simply to start. The wisdom and the confidence, that comes from doing it. But you can't get there until you take that first tiny step. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. I want you to picture the woman you're going to be in 10 years. She's looking back at you right now in this exact moment. And she knows how powerful this small decision is. She knows what 20 minutes today can turn into over a decade. So, what will you do for her? What will you start for her today?